aged care is the worst I've ever seen it. We need, as a community, to fight for these people.
A Labour government will not allow older Australians to grow old alone, deprived of proper care and dignity. A Labour government will not forget the dedicated, mostly female staff who care for our elderly.
Aged care residents deserve a nurse on site, and they deserve one 24 hours a day, and to get that, we have to fight for it.
Mr. Albanese stated that the Labour Party will deliver that care by ensuring that every dollar spent in aged care goes to employing a guaranteed minimum level of nurses and personal care workers. How good is that?
The Nurses and Midwives Association wants to see the federal government invest in an aged care plan. That includes a registered nurse on site 24 hours a day.
It is not just a nice thing, it's a necessary must. It has to happen. It's appallingly disgusting not to have it in every facility.
Both federal candidates for Robertson were invited to the rally, but only Labor's Gordon Reid made an appearance.
I'm not surprised that Ms Wicks didn't come because she doesn't like hard questions.
An emotional plea for help. Frontline workers say the government's failed to address the crisis in aged care following the Royal Commission.
I work night shift, I'm 1 to 40. So apart from myself, there's one registered nurse in the facility to 120 residents.
The union backing Labor's promise to have at least one registered nurse on site around the clock at all residential aged care facilities by 2023.
We want to see an increase to aged care workers' pay. We want to see more time for aged care workers to spend with residents.
The rally comes as thousands of reports of understaffing and neglect were handed over to the Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission today.
Come on, ScoMo, don't give us a lemon!
The public health system, nurses, will support you all the way. Because what impacts you impacts us.
We need more staff. We literally need more staff. There is no other solution.
The current government does not have the guts to put pressure on all aged care providers to provide a greater transparency and accountability.
So people aren't driving around in Maseratis while someone's wounds aren't tended. We can make a difference, and we can make a difference by voting for those that want aged care reform.
Give Labour the opportunity to help shape, commit and improve the aged care.
We've got residents that are left alone with no care during the night. This is human lives we're talking about. This is the suffering of our elderly and vulnerable people that we really need to stand up for. It's not fair what we're exposing them to.
Also calling for mandatory food standards, better wages and staff ratios.
We can afford to look after Australia's most vulnerable elderly people.
Knowing the recommendations, knowing that our aged care system is in crisis, now is our opportunity to get it right.